There was actually a lot of lessons for this particular hand.
It's paid by it.
Yeah, but let's talk about the bidding to start with. Oh, I didn't write down how that worked, but let's say North is the dealer. So how do you think the bidding?
No, North would pass.
No, North would have been 2 diamonds.
Would have been 2 diamonds, which they did.
Ah,
Yeah, perfectly legitimate.
yeah, 2 diamond bid. Okay.
I can't even tell who's vulnerable. Any vulnerability. This is an easy 2 diamond bid. North, east, south, west. So North opens 2 diamonds, showing 6 to 11, 5 to 10, whatever your range is, and 6 diamonds. What did this person?
6,
So how many high card points do they have?
17.
17.
So it's got to bid at least 3 hearts, or maybe 2 no trump.
17.
I shoot for that.
8.
Oh, 19. I missed a point.
16. 19. 19.
Okay, you got 11, 13, 19.
19. They can't bid 3. Can't bid no. It has to go
3 no trump?
2 no trump. Okay.
And if you think about it, it makes sense.
Okay. 19.
It makes sense because they're, quote, not supposed to have a 4-card. So they're likely to shorten the majors. If they lead a club, they're leading up to your ace queen, which gives you 2 stoppers. And they show 6 diamonds, and you got a queen X. All right. So, how would you play this?
Spades. Okay.
Well,
So you play low.
Play the ball. 7 hand line.
Okay, so all of you are playing without a plan.
Okay.
Let's have a plan.
Let's have a play.
So how many tricks do you have off the top?
2 diamonds. Well, you got one spade.
With a spade lead, how many spades do you have?
Oh, 2.
2. And so think like that. With the spade lead, you have 2. How many hearts do you have off the top?
2.
Oh, you
1
got
1 for sure.
1, yeah.
Sorry.
And
And
this.
1.
1.
So that adds up to 10. All right. Well, we've got the contract. Now this person played it and made 10 and got a 0. And this is why this is important. Don't relax just because you can make a contract. You should try to make more. Now it turns out that you can make 6 with this. I wouldn't expect most of the people in the club to make 6, but I expect everybody to make 5. So how can you make 5? How can you create a trick without risk?
What else?
Well, you definitely want to keep
Spades.
West on the lead. So you're leading into your.
Yeah, you do want West on the lead. What are some other thoughts?
They got you can make the whole virtually all the diamonds. You got ace, king, queen, and you've got the 8 diamonds between you.
Yeah, so there's 5 out, so how do they probably split?
3-2.
3-2. So, counting 6 here is a 2/3 of the deal. And quite frankly, if they don't split, can you get to this hand?
No.
Oh,
No, you can't. There are no entries to this hand.
so you have to,
Okay, so
So if
what
you're
else?
gonna lose tricks, you have to lose them fast.
After what?
You have to lose them early.
Yeah, okay, well, that's a thought. But like if you duck the 8, I mean, you can't do any of our fancy ducking plays because the suit is gonna block. So what's a question you would like to answer right away in this hand? Are the diamonds gonna run or not?
Yeah.
Because if they're not, you're gonna be here for the very last time. And then you're gonna wanna take some kind of finesse. Now, what's the 5 of spades tell you?
oh, 4, 3, 2.
Probably has the king or the jack.
Okay,
No.
so in no trump, when somebody leads a card like this, what should be your first action? Your very first action?
Jack 11,
Yes.
6.
And what does 6 tell you?
6 out of both.
6 out of those, okay.
That there are 6 cards above the 5 between this hand and this hand. That's what that rule 11 is.
Oh,
So it tells you, you can find out something about the spade suit, actually quite a bit about the spade suit.
What about the other 3 hands?
About the 9 and 7, you're not figuring.
so he's got 2.
So how many cards above the 6 does this person have?
It's between all 3 hands. You just said declare and partner, but it's all 3 other hands.
Yes, you're right. All 3 others. I'm
Okay, so
jumping ahead, but okay. So there's 6,
5.
and you see 5. So this
he's only got
person
one.
has
One.
1.
One.
Yeah, 1. Now, here's another thing that I found very useful when I got a Doubleton here in dummy. I mean, you heard the rule is if you have a king Doubleton or queen Doubleton, always go high because you're going to lose it anyway, which is true. But if I can beat the lead, I'm going to play high here. I'm going to play high here. What's the difference between 9 and 7? Not much.
8. The 8.
But I tell you, now the person who played this played the 7, and this person played the 8, and they won with the 10. So what does that tell you? When this person pops up with the 8, what does that tell you about the spade suit?
You have a puzzle.
They're all over here.
Yeah.
Well, the king and the jack, all the ones of interest are over here. And if you're an advanced player, then you're thinking, oh, I'm going to get them in an end play. But we don't need to worry about it. That's how you make 6, an end play. But we should also make 5 here. So our strategy here is to run the diamonds to see if they work. We're not going to take a spade finesse because we know it's going to fail. And then they're going to get out with something and that'll be that. So we're likely to take a club finesse. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you, so we're going to run the diamonds, play the queen, the honors from the shorthand first, then we're going to play, and we're going to find that the diamond split 3-2. So now we have 6 tricks. That's a way to do it. But do we have to go through all of that? And here's the important point of this hand, where you should automatically get an extra trick with no risk. What's the point of finessing the queen or the king of clubs? There is no point, because if this person has it, you know, they're going to get the king anyway. If you think about it, and we talked about this last week. This combination of cards gives you two tricks, regardless of where the king is. So if I were playing this, I would play the ace and then the queen
Right off.
right off the bat. And if the queen gets captured by the king, the jack is set up, and you can get there with your diamonds and cash the trick. And that's how you make five. That's how you make five. So when you have a hand and you've bid it correctly and you see the contract and you see that you can make the contract, can I get extra tricks without jeopardizing my contract? The answer is yes.